Either I'm blurry or you're blurry. I'm really not sure. So Friday, I got some news that actually I got it after office hours, which was annoying but awesome. And I was on my way to the hospital because I was having some issues with my PICC line and some pain issues. So I was on the way there and I answered, and it was my immunologist who said after a year and a half of fighting that I finally got approved for IVIG, which is cool. I'm very excited, but not because I've been reading the forums, and a lot of people have to go through like trial to see like what it's going to feel like after, and most people get headaches, most people get like nauseous and stuff like that ever like the day after, and so I feel like that like all the time. So it's going to be difficult to know whether or not it's the thing or whatever, but apparently it goes away for a while and then it comes back, the nausea and the pain, and the headaches or whatever, right before you need it again, which is odd. So I'm thinking maybe they're not giving it as often as they should if that happens, but whatever. So just like updates, still like hooked up to IV, just waiting for supplies to get here for tonight so I can hook up the IV again, because I'm just gonna run normal saline again tonight, because like I've been super dehydrated, and my eating disorder is like crazy, and I wanted to blabber about it, but nobody really wants to listen to it, so I'm just gonna talk about it here because if you want to hear it, trigger warning. If you don't, trigger warning. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, so like it's just been really bad. Um, to the point where I feel like I can't get out of bed to go get food, and I haven't been eating well for about 3 days, maybe like one meal a day, give or take, and sometimes not even a full meal. I do know that like I have sleep paralysis issues, but I also know that I have sleep um, walking things that happen. Like, so like sometimes I'll forget that I have a PICC line in, and I'll wake up to go to the bathroom or something like that, and I'll just like hightail it to the bathroom and take the pole with me, like that, like. And so so instead of that, like every time I get up now, like Cameron kind of reminds me, hey, don't forget you're hooked up. Don't forget you're hooked up. Like, okay. So I just grab the bag with me now and I take it to the bathroom because I have three poles now. They sent a really sturdy, heavy duty one that I don't really walk around with it or anything. It just sits in my room because like the carpet makes things hard to stand, and like when I do all my meds, I try to do them all at the same time. So like all the antibiotics at once. One of them's in a little medical grenade. The other one is a mix, and then the other one is inserted into one of the IV bags. But like I said, tonight I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that probably tomorrow, during the day, and see if I can't get it to go down. Let's see. Um, let's see. I keep falling. I've fallen maybe 4 or 5 times in the last week. Maybe in the last 4 or 5 months, 25 times, maybe. But the CT scans and the MRIs were good. They looked good. As far as no blood, brain bleed or anything like that. So that's good. So I have restarted my GoFundMe, and I'm planning on trying to at least donate half of it to the Lyme disease portion of my cause. So part of it is going to be like for travel to and from my doctor in Maryland. And then the other part would be like my Lyme disease group that I'm starting, mainly because of misinformation. If you have any information that you'd like to add, or if you'd like to talk further on this subject, you can reach me at all the places that you'll see down below in the description box thingy-majigger, and I'll put as many as I can remember at the time. More than likely, it's going to be like Lymetastic or something like that. I'll figure it out. We'll figure this out. So, yeah, and as far as my eating disorder goes, like, nobody cares. Like, what does a bulimic person do when they're not suicidal, but they need psychological help? What do they do? Like, other than go to a facility that's going to cost thousands of dollars and they make you pay up front out of pocket. And, I mean, that in and of itself is scary, but, like, because I just can't afford to. So, but, and I know that since I've been, like, the general anxiety disorder and major depressive disorder because of my bipolar, or not bipolar, sorry, my sister bipolar, not me, but my, because of, like, all the mental anxiety and stuff like that and the PTSD that's going on, it is, like, I've seen the inside of a hospital more than a few times, and so one would think that, like, they would look out for people who have eating disorders, but they don't. I mean, at one point, while in there, I had a roommate who had bulimia nervosa as well, and I was like, I don't know, 11, maybe 12, and she was around the same age, and she taught me a whole bunch of tricks, and at the time I was just like, cool, thanks. I wish she hadn't, but it is what it is. And but the thing is we were never watched, we were never checked on. They never, because we were never like bad patients, and I'm not saying bad patients because there are no bad patients, like, especially like on a psych floor, it's not bad people, it's people who have psychodegenerative disorders or degenerative disorders that are just out of control to the point where they don't know what to do with themselves anymore, or they feel like they're going to die, and that's why they're there. Or they got drunk and they punched a police officer, which you should never do. Don't do that. That ends up, sometimes that'll end up, with you in one of these facilities as well. So, I don't know where I was going kind of with this, but I'm just exhausted, but at the same time, like, I know I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight again. But I've been watching The 100, and it is really good. It's on Netflix if you have it, and no plug or anything like that, but it's a really good show. It's a really good TV show, and I've just been watching it. I made it up to like season 5, the middle of season 5, but then somehow, for whatever reason, I like kind of woke up in the middle of an episode and was like, I don't know how I got here, so I guess I started over. So I'm at the end of season 1 right now. Almost, like, I think 4 more episodes. Again. And so far, I am definitely Team Octavia. From what I've seen. But anyway, so watch the TVs, and if you have any suggestions regarding eating disorders, like what someone should do, like, especially if you can't find a therapist that accepts insurance, that would want to talk about eating disorders. Like, I'm having trouble finding, therapists that accept insurance, so that's super fun. But I don't know, I can't really think of too much more stuff off the top of my head, but I am going to end this, I think, and I am going to watch the Elton John movie, because I don't know what it is, but you can tell everybody that this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind what I put down in words. How wonderful life is while you're in the world. God, love that song. Anyway, so maybe I'll do that, or maybe I'll go back to the 100 again. I don't know. We'll see. Um, da, 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 da. I was gonna say, it's like just kind of looking around to see if there's like anything that pops out at me. Like I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, you guys have already seen like how I do my meds and stuff like that, and I no longer do them like that now. I just have someone bring them to me, and I do them from bed. So it's a weird situation. So I have to like keep putting the phone down and like picking it up and whatever, showing you things. Like and subscribe, and I might eat a grape. I don't know. I love you guys. Adios.